Hi, I'm John Maginick, Director of Energy, Sustainability, and Transportation. And my role during this process was to be the liaison between our design team and our Duke Energy advisor.
I'm Sarah Burnett with Wake Tech Community College. I'm a project manager, interior designer. I was the project manager for this lovely building you see behind us at the General Education Building at our Wendell site.
One of the early challenges that we saw was trying to understand what the energy efficiency process would cost the college. And this process allowed us to see that those incremental costs were not as significant as we had imagined. We first started the engagement very early on in the project, during the schematic design process, as we were trying to understand what the programs and the layout of the building would be.
We worked with the NCEEDA advisor, engineers and architects to collaborate together, trying to gather all of the information that the designers had and the needs and the wishes of us as Wake Tech, the owner.
What I really enjoyed about the program was the model that the energy advisory team ran. It also summarized what the energy savings would be. The model was based off of a baseline building. And in construction, baseline is code minimum, meaning the absolute minimum that should be put in a building. So you had that as the base, but then we were able to see what our energy improvements would lead us to, how much it would cost, but also how much energy efficiency we would see from that.
Really, the drivers for our project was sustainability and almost having it on display. That's why our PVs are on a substructure, really trying to highlight Wake Tech is a sustainable entity.
We put the roof system in so that it had a better energy performance than a standard roof system. Another area that we were looking at is to go through and upgrade some of our lighting controls. We had some basic sensors and allowed us to refine and make those control systems a little more robust. Another measure that we implemented early on was the variable frequency drives controlling the motors in the air handlers. Behind me, what you'll see are 3 large heat pump chillers. These chillers provide heating and cooling needs to the buildings that are served on this campus. By selecting the higher efficiency chillers, we got better long-term energy performance, able to lower our electric bills and get better operating life out of the equipment. We've seen a wide variety of savings, anywhere from 5 to 10% on our energy use, up to over 40% on savings on our energy consumption for our buildings. One of the large benefits we received from the program was the incentive. We were able to capture that money and be able to reinvest that money in additional and future energy projects. The program helped us to move the needle on sustainability by keeping sustainability and energy efficiency at the forefront of the conversation, all the way from the initial concept of the building through the final completion when we were closing out and submitting all the documentation.
NCEEDA exceeded our expectations, I think, from the design standpoint, pushing that envelope and working together and seeing how we can, get those incentives to help us in the back end.
It made it so easy for everybody, whether they were a designer, the contractor, or the stakeholder building owner.
Definitely recommend this service for other owners. Not only does it help push us and our sustainability goals to the next level, but it also gives us these incentives that we can help use on future projects and continue that sustainable effort on the next project.
The incentive is there for the taking if you're a commercial customer with Duke Energy, and to be able to capture those energy savings and see that long-term payback and that investment that you make in that material or that equipment that you've put into your buildings is just tremendous.